Okay, it looks like it's going live.
Okay, good.
Advertisement.
Yeah, so you're going to start.
Thank you for joining us. Noble's going to play a little music.
I'll give you that.
So, take it. Network, and we just had some beautiful music by Noble Turner, and we are live with authors that are going to be in the upcoming exciting book. It's 2013 Messages of Peace from Hawaii, and we started this project because Hawaii Wellness Directory, among other advertisers in the community, just thought it was very important to bring messages of hope and peace and love beyond 2012. And there's a lot of negativity right now, and we just want to give people a book that they can go to and get inspirational quotes and great sayings in Hawaii. And we'll start. We have 3 wonderful authors, and I'd love to introduce Noble Turner first.
Thank you.
And would you like to tell us about your background and how you got into health and healing and wellness?
Sure, surely. I was born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia on a farm with a lot of poverty and outdoor toilet and no running water and electricity. And knew at a very early age that my dream was to get out in the world and explore and create. And when we dream or have beliefs about something, if we really follow it through, it really happens. I ran my own psychiatric clinic in Boston for 15 years. I've been a bouncer in a nightclub in LA. I was a model back in the 60s in LA, Hollywood. Oh my goodness, I've done a lot of stuff.
Yes, a lot of experience.
Yeah, real estate broker for the last 10 years. I'm a spirit teacher, and my passion, my joy is to teach about the truth of life.
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll be asking some questions throughout the show and introducing the other guest as well. Noble, first of all, would you like to say a sentence or about a sentence of what you feel consciousness is?
Oh,
that's a great question.
Yeah. We, human beings, are consciousness becoming aware of itself. We're the first human being, spirit being on the planet Earth who is actually able to be aware of consciousness. I believe that everything is energy, everything's vibrating at a different frequency. This table, of course, is more dense than my thoughts or my feelings. But everything is energy. And who we really are is not our body. I mean, yes, we have a body, and it will bleed if you cut it. You have to feed it and water it and all that. But we really are the divine energy that's animating the body and filling it with, heart beating. And it's, I believe, God looking out through our eyes, listening with our ears, smelling with our nose. And we're more observers than anything else. But all of that is consciousness. And where it goes, nobody knows. It's an amazing journey.
Thank you. That comes from many years of experience.
Yes, it does.
We also have Gina, and she's going to be participating with our book. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Lori, so much. It's really a pleasure and an honor to be here. My name is Gina Brown, and my spiritual journey started many, many years ago. After 9/11, I wanted to know what was going on with the state of the world, very concerned with the chaos and the consciousness at the time. And I discovered Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh and attended a study group for many, many years that is just so wonderful. And then a couple years ago, I encountered another study group working with the Ra and the Elohim Angelic Creator Gods group. And that has assisted me with 2012 and, dealing with the ascension and that whole process and explaining more about it and where it's going and connecting with higher sources. And then it led into whales and dolphins, and I have interacted with dolphins since the age of 15 and have swam with them, a little bit older, in my 20s, and then encountered swimming with dolphins in the wild for my master's thesis that I needed to do on dolphin child therapy, and I needed to observe a therapist doing this therapy, which is so amazing. And I encountered the spinner dolphins here in Hawaii, which are these guys here on this purse, and they're wonderful. And in fact, I moved from California to Hawaii just to be able to swim with the dolphins 2 times a month. And I now, because I'm in the consciousness and the stream and field of dolphins, and now whales, because I've recently swam with whales last year and again this year as well, I have channeled them. And they come through me with very, very wonderful, beautiful messages. And I developed some dolphin cards, which I can share in a little bit, and jewelry that I am wearing and modeling, and Lori is modeling too. That I don't know if we can see this, but every material is channeled by the dolphins, and every piece and every selection is all channeled from the dolphins and the whales, and they instruct me exactly what to put together. And also the cards that I have developed is all channeled from the whales and the dolphins.
So thank you. Would you like to answer the question of what you feel, what is consciousness?
It's a great question, and I think it's probably on everybody's mind now, especially in 2012, and with the planetary changes and the spiritual changes that are going on right now. The first thing that comes to me is consciousness is a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's simply what you are, what you choose to be in this moment, right here, right now. We have a human consciousness. The dolphins, the whales, they have their own spiritual consciousness as a one unified group, a one unified whole. Their consciousness is unified. They do everything together. And often in the messages that they come through and tell me is they want us humans to adopt the unity pod consciousness. In order for ascension to happen, this is necessary. So we can change our consciousness. We can raise it. We can lower it. It's our choice. However, planetarily and universally, and with the changing energies, it's going to force everyone to really look at their own personal consciousnesses and where they are. And they will be challenged. But I think it'll be an exciting challenge, and the dolphins and whales certainly are here to lend their conscious values and their beliefs to us as well. And it's in the heart. It lies in the heart chakra. Everyone's true consciousness, in my opinion.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be surrounded by all the dolphins. John, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is John Tussey. I'm originally from Salem, New Jersey, so I'm a long way from my roots, but I came to live in Hawaii in 1995. My spiritual journey goes back to almost 41 years ago, and my spiritual journey is that I became a born-again Christian in December of '71. I was about 17 years old. And my journey has been, well, one aspect is really, really getting to know the Holy Spirit and listening to Him and being guided by Him. And there's just a tremendous joy in that and a tremendous peace in my life. And I believe that the music that I produce and release is my very direct connection with the power of God, the Holy Spirit, and the heavenly realm. And I just think it's wonderful because, well, it's a joy that I just can't explain. It's just full.
Very nice. We have a lot of experience in the world. Lovely. Would you like to answer the question what you feel consciousness is?
Well, to me, consciousness is being aware of a divine creator that made everything, that made us, and that enables us to be who we are. That's about the best way I can state it.
No, that's very right to the point. So we'll continue with some of the questions, and very excited, and thank you for sharing the opportunity of being, participating with the book. And when you received the information about the book, and we'll start with Noble again, what excited you about the project, and why do you think it's important that people actually have books and other things to surround them that are positive and inspirational and quotes, and why did you want to participate in this project?
Yes, well, there's too much bad news. CNN and Fox News is pummeling us every day with all the negativity. And any book that delivers a positive message that is truth is cool to me. I've read a lot over the last 2 or 3 years. Read the Quran, read most of the major religious books. There are many authors that I love: Mike Dooley, Wayne Dyer, my buddy Ram Dass. They're anything that can be put in a book form or delivered to humanity that teaches us about the truth of life, who we are, what's going on, is really excites me, and that's why I got involved.
Thank you. Gina?
Well, Nolan mentioned teacher, and no, thank you.
It's okay.
Noble Nolan. Noble mentioned about teaching, and my other hat is that I'm a teacher, and I teach young children science, and especially whales and dolphins. And I think that a book is like a teacher, and it imparts knowledge, and we are here for each other, and we need to be here for each other in the times that are coming. We really, really are going to need to support each other and be beacons of light to shine upon the world that is changing very, very rapidly. I don't think anybody would argue with that. And also, being a good teacher is being a good student. And I think that we can learn from each other, not only reading the book, but reading all the submissions in the book. And it kind of goes hand in hand, being a good teacher, being a good student, and mutually, I think that we can benefit each other, and to be inspirational and have inspirational messages of hope and of love and peace and harmony and support is really what is so, so very needed during these times. And I'm an honor to be a part of it. It is an honor to be a part of it.
Thank you. We're excited to be a part of it as well. Thank you, John.
Well, I was really excited when I got the email. It was quite unexpected. And so I produce music, as I mentioned before, and I just have it in my heart to just impart a lot of the love of God and the peace of God through that music. Well, it's only by His grace that I can do that anyway. It's not something that's originally me. And when I saw that, it spoke to me as an opportunity to reach people perhaps that I hadn't reached before with the gift that I've been graciously given. So I was thankful, really thankful to be given that opportunity, realizing that my submission may or may not have been accepted, but just the possibility was really cool.
Thank you. We're happy to have you in the book as well. Noble, you probably have gone through some challenges and some learning lessons in the last 5 years. Do you have anything that you would like to share, maybe one suggestion for anybody that's listening that really helped you,
Sure.
that you might suggest going through a hard time from your past lessons?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, I was going through some serious struggles, and I would wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and all the thoughts were about being under a park bench and digging through garbage cans for 5-cent deposits, and my family didn't love me anymore, and I don't know, I went a little crazy there for a while. And I'd wake up every night and just be in a cold sweat about it. And at one point I said, no more. I will never have those thoughts again. And I started, when I would wake up, I would start thinking about what do I want to create, what do I want to do with my life, what do I want to have. And it just slowly shifted from negative worries to manifesting and creating what I was thinking about. Yeah.
So that would be your biggest suggestion for the audience?
Yes, positive thinking. As a man thinketh, or a woman, in his or her heart, so are they. Yes, our thoughts become things. And we are creating the whole future, whether we know it or not, or accept it or believe it. We are creating, manifesting everything that's happening with our mind, combined with the mind of God, what I call infinite divine intelligence.
Thank you. That would be very helpful. I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking about that when they're going through some challenges in the future. Gina, do you have any suggestions?
Well, yes, indeed. We are living in very, very challenging times, and it's very, very easy to get sucked into the 3D illusion of lack and need and fear and control. And I think that we all slip into that, and we all have our ego and our fears, the little voice that talks to us and puts in those negative, worrisome thoughts about money, or where we're going to live, or what we're going to eat, or, you know, nobody loves us, nobody cares about us, all these kinds of things. Depression, you know, and this is all very, very common right now. These symptoms, from what I understand, you know, are common for the ascension, because people, once again, their consciousnesses, who they are, as you mentioned, who they are being challenged right now. And I know when I'm in that space, I think of what brings me joy. I think of the whales, I think of the dolphins, I think of their energies. And over and over and over again, the same message is the same, both from the whales and the dolphins, and they are saying to be in a constant state of pure joy, nothing more and nothing less. Just having pure joy constantly and always. And to have faith and hope that everything will be okay. Through the darkness, there is light. Through the tunnel, we will get to the light. Through the storm, we will get to the rainbow. And service to others. I know that I find when I give my readings, or I'm teaching, or selling jewelry, or be it anything really, giving in just general, giving to another person brings me joy to be of service to others, and reminds me of why I'm here and why I chose to be on the planet at this time. Also, having a support system is very, very important. Friends, family, the book coming out, being with like-minded individuals such as yourselves. Surrounding yourself with any of these things certainly can be helpful, especially during these times.
John, would you like to share?
Would you ask that question one more time?
It was yeah, I think
there always has to be one of me in the show, right?
We were so into listening.
Yeah.
I also was like, okay.
I lost track of the question.
Gotta remember.
No offense, it was great.
Yes.
Yeah, what was the question?
The question was just if you've gone through some challenging times, like in the last 5 or 10 years, do you have any suggestions, or what helped you to get through? Was there someone there for you, or there were certain philosophies that you stuck to and to help you get through that you'd like to tell anybody listening?
Well, speaking from personal experience, as my two colleagues have done, I've been through some hard times. I remember, it was about 5 years ago, I moved 5 times in less than a year. I felt like my life was in a washing machine. I was going to school, I was going to HCC at the time, taking 2 classes, 10 exams for 2 classes, and had to work, and then I had to move and didn't know where I was going to move, and wound up in a hotel for 5 nights, and it was just like, wow. But my faith in Jesus Christ brought me through, and the friends that I have that also have faith in Jesus really helped me. I remember a pastor telling me, and he did like this with his hands, a season has a beginning and an ending, and that really helped me, because the part of the season I was in was really rough, but when I saw it had an ending, and I knew that it did eventually, that's one of the things that helped me through. So bad things, unpleasant things don't last forever.
And they bring great lessons.
They do.
Yes.
They bring great lessons.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
On a lighter note, Noble, is there any books, can you name your favorite book or movie or workshop that you went to that really you had the most aha moments that you would recommend and can talk a little bit about?
Well, I'm a big PSI fan. Psi seminars. I don't know if our listening audience or you guys know, but you go through basic training and then Psi 7 and then men's leadership, which is 10 days on the ranch in Northern California. And then the crown jewel is Principia at the end. And then they have speakers like Neil Donald Walsh and just some really cool people, John DeMartini, who come and share for a whole 7 days at Principia. When I went there last year and sat with all these like-minded people, I think over a couple hundred of us, and listening to these really amazing speakers, that was propelling in terms of my own transcending toward consciousness.
And was there one exercise or one part of one of the workshops that really you went, that really kind of got you over a hill?
I was really taken by Neil Donald Walsh's sincerity and his genuine compassion and humbleness. The man was really humble. And Neil Donald.
Okay, well, thank you. Gina?
Oh gosh, Lori, there's so many.
It's hard to choose. Yes, so many amazing workshops and books out there.
Oh, I know.
Or movies.
Oh, I know, so many. The first that come to my mind is Neil Donald Walsh, the Conversations with God movie and books, amazing. Gary Zukov, The Seed of the Soul, wonderful. The Reincarnation of Edgar Casey, the Law of One, which talks about the Ra and Elohim groups and those. Master Shah, of course, he's amazing. The Love, Peace, Harmony Center and his books and teachings are amazing. The Dolphins and Whales, but that's a given. Any movies with dolphins and whales I'll love, so I'll just say all the movies. And Indigo and What the Bleep Do We Know on a more spiritual note. And of course the movie Contact is going to be coming out in December by Dr. Gillian and the E-SETI project. And so I think that is going to be inspirational for many about UFOs and ETs. So just to name a few.
There's a book that was written some years ago called The Shack, and I really connected with that book. It really spoke to my heart. I really like that. Mary Catherine Baxter, an author that has written several books, one called A Divine Revelation of Heaven. Another author named Kat Kerr, that's K-A-T-K-E-R-R, Revealing Heaven. She's written 2 books, phenomenal experiences that she's had, and Heaven is a Wonderful Place. She's been there many, many times.
That's a nice title.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Noble, would you, if anybody in the audience that connected and have been listening to you would like to get in touch with you, I know that you do life coaching and you have other services, and you'll be in the book, of course, that's where they can find you, 2013 Messages of Peace from Hawaii. How can someone get in touch with you if they'd like to?
My website has 3 words: sacred, eternal, and presence. Not the gift kind, the other kind, being present. So sacred, no space, eternal, PRESENCE.com. That's what I think we are, sacredly and eternally present.
Great. And you also do real estate as well.
I do real estate.
In a spiritual way, so.
Yes, I do sell real estate.
Wonderful. Gina, how can someone get in touch with you if they saw you and say, I would love to, talk to you more about the dolphins and connect with you?
Sure. I have a couple of things to share, and I thought of another book in the meantime. All of Joan Ocean's books about the dolphins are amazing. I just wanted to add that caveat in there. But the Dolphins and Whales wanted me to choose these 3 cards today for each of you in the audience. So this is love, which is Maya, and peace, which is a mama whale tail and a baby whale tail, and harmony, which is a mama whale and a baby whale resting on top by the head part of the mama. And that is their message, love, peace, and harmony. And you can reach me. I have a couple websites for the readings. It's divinedolphins.com. For the jewelry, it's goddessoftheseajewelry.com. And for teaching, it's alohaamazingscience.org or amazingscience.org. And a brand new one, I know it's a mouthful, but is going to be something like, I haven't done it yet, but divinedolphinsandwonderfulwhales.com, I believe, will be the other part of the science. So thank you so much.
Great, thank you, John.
Give him about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
And John, it's amazing.
I've got a list.
So the last minute while we end our show, we can listen to your wonderful CDs.
Oh, thank you. I record with I call them synthesizer soundscapes, and I embed frequencies of the periodic table of elements in the music for the purpose of health and wellness. All of my CDs are piano, synthesizer. My Christmas CD won a Hawaii Music Award in 2011. I was really happy about that. My website is www.johntussey.com. That's JOHNTUSSEY.com. You can also find me on Facebook, John Tussey Hawaii, and my musician page, Flowing Music Hawaii. That's a nice name, huh? Yeah, because that speaks of how the music comes across. So I also teach piano, contemporary music theory, composition, improvisation, and a variety of styles, and how to create chord progressions and arrange and rearrange music. It's really a lot of fun. And my telephone number, if I'm allowed to give it on the air.
Absolutely.
All right.
We need to
Make
get
the phone ring off the hook
side.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, 808-497-1512. 808-497-1512.
Thank you.
So,
Yes, well, Gina, Noble, if you'd like to add your phone number, since John did as well. And
808-223-2001. The Space Odyssey.
Wow.
All right.
Gina?
Very cool. 808-799-7221.
I just am so excited to have the book coming out with 100 amazing authors. I mean, this is just 3 people, and we're just getting the submissions right now, and I just read them, and I get chicken skin. It's so exciting, and it's very interesting. A lot of the things that are coming in for the book, which we didn't know what to expect. We tried to put it out there and did some basic ideas, and a lot of it's about peace, which I just find that amazing, especially living here in Hawaii. So the book will be out in December, and you can get to know these 3 wonderful people more in the book and get in touch with them personally. And thank you for joining Hawaii Wellness Network. Thank you. And we're going to listen to John's wonderful music for a couple minutes.